Last week, Gochi Grill chef John Iha showed us how to clean an o'io to make Lomi o'io, but he had a second fish, and this week he'll show us how to make fish tempura from scratch.
Today we're gonna be making o'io fish cake tempura.
Okay.
But first we're gonna make our o'io fish cake first, so we're gonna actually put it all together, steam it, and then we're gonna chill it, cut it, and then we're gonna fry it in tempura batter.
Oh, that's a lot of steps for the home cook.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of time since we're in lockdown.
Okay.
Okay, so and you know it's if you have there's already ready to mix o'io and stuff at stores. Sometimes you can get it at Palama, sometimes it's on Kilti.
Just a fish cake.
Yeah, just the mix and stuff. So you can throw in all your own ingredients inside of it. Sometimes it's already mixed, so all you gotta do is take it home, steam it, and then it'll come to the second phase of where we're at. So you could actually save a lot of time by just buying the pre-mixed one. But today we'll do it from scratch. So here we have about a pound of o'io, which is bonefish that I caught. Bonefish is basically found on shallow waters in the south. Actually, it's all over the island, but there's a whole bunch of them south side, Hawaii Kai and Kahala. Usually people get it, they make fish cake or lomi o'io, which is almost like kind of like a raw poke kind of a thing, but today we're gonna make fish cake. So first, we're gonna take our o'io that we already cleaned and scraped. Yeah, we're just gonna throw all these ingredients inside because it's because of the fish size and everything. There's not really a recipe because who's to say how big your fish is gonna be? Yeah, so I'll kind of eyeball it, and after that I'll tell you kind of a rough estimate of what's being put in here. Okay, so we're gonna probably put in about a quarter cup of green onions. Yeah, we're gonna put in a quarter cup of cilantro, quarter cup of sweet onions, maybe about an ounce of ginger, about 2 tablespoons. Same thing with your water chestnuts, about 2 tablespoons. Yeah. You're probably gonna put in about a half teaspoon of kosher salt. We're gonna put in about a half teaspoon of garlic powder. And an ounce or 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce.
Why use the garlic powder instead of fresh garlic?
Because I'm too lazy.
Oh, okay.
And you know, to
Understandable.
tell you the truth, at home, then this is more geared towards people at home. I hate cutting garlic and chopping garlic at home because it's sticky and junk and just humbug to peel. So I don't know. I just cheat all the time. And yeah. So a little bit of sesame seed oil, maybe about a quarter teaspoon. Okay. We're gonna put in some heavy whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream. We're just gonna add this in, and this is probably about 2 ounces. You don't need to. But what this does is it gives a way better mouthfeel and texture to it. It makes it really light and fluffy. We're gonna put in an egg, a tablespoon of cornstarch. Huh? Okay. So what you're gonna do now is you'd like to mix it with your hand because what you want is a fish cake consistency, and it's gonna be a little bit gummy, and you can kind of. When I mix it, you're gonna understand exactly what I'm talking about. So you see, it's a little bit runny right now, yeah. What's gonna happen when we really get into it and start mixing it? It's gonna kind of ball up, and I think it's all the protein with the egg and the cornstarch that's really helping to bind and bring this thing together. Like a little ball that's kind of jiggly. Yeah, and that's right there. That's pretty perfect. So from here, we're gonna put it into a vessel and we're gonna steam it. You want to get yourself a vessel, just a container, and we're gonna spray a little bit of pan spray on there. You can just put a little bit of oil and then just spread it around so the sides won't stick. And we're just gonna place it in there like so.
How come you just didn't lift a nice ball all at once?
Yeah. Well, what you want to do is you kind of want to just throw it in there evenly, and I didn't want to, just in case I had too much, I didn't want to put everything inside. But you wanna have about maybe about, in order for it to cook evenly, I'd say about 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches in height. In your thing, so it's like that. So after you steam it, it's going to come into a block about yay big. Yeah. Because what you want to do is after we chill it, we want to cut it, and then it'll be in little blocks. Yeah. So this would be what you want to use to steam. Okay. And we're gonna take it to here, which is our little makeshift steamer. So what I have here is I have a 4-inch pan. I have about 2 inches of water, and then I have a perforated pan. A perforated pan is another pan with holes inside, so you kind of create your little steamer in here. And what you're gonna see is you're gonna see the water kind of just start. What all you gotta do is bring it up to a boil, and once your water is up to a boil, you'll see it all steaming up. Then you'll place your fish cake inside. You can kind of hear it. It's kind of steaming already. So we're gonna bring it down to a medium-low heat, and we're gonna cover this guy. And we're gonna steam this on medium-low heat for about 12 minutes. We're gonna have Gemma here help me make tempura batter.
Yay.
Okay. So what you wanna do? I'll put a thing in. So we're gonna put. We start off with some tempura batter, and you can just go straight from the store kind, shirakiku, just a real
Show us the front of the box.
basic kind. Sorry.
So what is that? 1 cup?
Yeah, with tempura flour and batter, a lot of times it's definitely not by recipe, because it's most by feel and consistency. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the dry product, stick in an egg, okay, and now Gemma, try add in some water.
How much?
Just go. I tell you when.
Have you made tempura batter before?
Okay, so
Me?
yeah, okay,
I made it with beer and flour.
beer.
Oh.
So it's
go
almost
for it.
there. Okay, and then we're gonna put in a little bit of Sprite.
Oh.
And it's not. It's basically for the bubbles to lighten up your product. Okay. And so add in a little bit more water, please.
Do you know how much to add?
Yeah, just can't stop. So well, what we're looking for is we're looking for a consistency here, and your consistency. You don't wanna mix it like this and go all in circles, because it's gonna break up all of the gluten, and it's gonna make it tough.
It looks like no consistency now.
Yeah, it's a little bit too loose, so we're gonna add a little bit of flour, and then just kind of go up and down, up and down. This is like pancake batter where lumps are desirable. And then after this, Gemma is gonna fry the tempura that we've made. Okay, so when it's looking like that, what you want to do is you want to go with your hand, and if it's almost like a if it sticks to your hand, and that's a very good consistency right there for a tempura. So it kind of sticks to your hand, and the lumps kind of stick to your hand.
That's gross.
And it's about there. It's gross. But that's exactly where you want to be. Right there. Okay? That's perfect.
I don't like to get my hands dirty.
This is what your fish cake will look like after 12 minutes. We chilled it, and here it is. Yeah? So what we're going to do is we're just going to take it out of your pan, and we're just going to cut it into little strips. So if you look at it, because it's a little bit longer, I just want to cut it right in half, and we're just going to make little rectangles.
So you want a spam size?
Yeah, about spam slices. Okay, something like that. What you need at home is you're gonna need a little pot with some oil. You know, just like deep frying at home if you're gonna do fried chicken or tempura or whatever at home. What you can just you need to be enough oil for everything to be submerged down. Okay, so what Gemma is gonna do now? Come on, Gemma. Is you're gonna take one piece. I'll do one first. Yeah. Okay. And then you can do the rest. Okay.
Is that still your cornstarch?
This is the tempura flour.
Oh, okay.
So you wanna just spread it back inside your tempura flour, and you don't want too much flour because then it'll get all starchy and gross. So you'll take this, go to your fire, and you want to fry half of it first so it doesn't stick to the bottom. So you kind of hold it up and then have it there for a second or two, and then you can drop it in. Yeah. So Gemma. Gemma will continue to do the 4. Okay. Tap it a little bit. No, that's right. That's right. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Right in the batter. Okay. Now put half of it. Oh no, sorry. Put half of it inside. Okay. Okay. There you go. Thanks. Okay. So you're gonna fry this for about, I don't know, about 4 or 5 minutes until it's golden brown. You don't have to worry about undercooking it because the inside is already cooked. Yeah, because we steamed it already.
What kind of oil are you using?
Just for home purposes, I would just do regular salad oil, canola salad oil. In Japan and stuff like that, they predominantly use, for the legit places, is 100% sesame seed oil, or cottonseed oil too. And that's super expensive. Cottonseed has the highest burning point.
I don't even see that in the market.
Yeah, I don't even know if they sell cottonseed oil anymore. But the fancy places in Japan use 100% sesame seed oil, and that's why it's so expensive.
That's why their tempura is so much better.
Yes. And certain places in Japan, they only use the oil for one crack, one day. And so that's pretty much what we're looking for right here is I did a tempura sauce earlier. So it's 1.25 cups of water with 1 teaspoon of hondashi. You have 4 tablespoons of uzukuchi shoyu and 3 tablespoons of mirin, basically. So there's 3 ingredients in it. It's hondashi, uzukuchi shoyu, and mirin.
And all these ingredients can be found at Don Quixote?
Yes.
That's tasty. Awesome.
Right on.
Is that the reaction you were expecting?
With her, I don't know what to expect with Gemma. I have no idea.
That is the correct answer.
Thank you.